Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of Doing the Most Premier League Game Week 22, people. So for those that haven't seen Doing the Most before, it's where myself, my co-host, all look back at the weekend's actions just gone in the Premier League. We look at 5 categories and then we pick 5 nominations for each category, and then we discuss it, myself and my co-host, and of course the chat as well. So the 5 categories are the most unforgettable goal, the most unpredicted result, the most unacceptable error, the most under the cosh manager, and the most untouchable manager. And those 5 categories is from this weekend's actions just gone, people. So only the weekend's game. So we're not looking at any further than Premier League game week 22. I will run polls for each category as well. And obviously, if you super chat, a winner for one of the categories, that will be the winner of this week. Like I said, it is Doing the Most, but make sure you hit the like button on the video. We're already at 12 likes, so we hit double figures. Big up the mod squad. You know what I'm saying? Big up everybody who's supporting. Let's get up to 20 likes expeditiously. It's on 13 now. Share this across all the socials as well, and just as important, subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. It is road to 6K. We're currently at 5,209. So only looking for one subscriber. Get us to 5,210. That is the next subscriber milestone as well. I'm joined by my 2 regular co-hosts of the show in Ryan and Ahmed, and a very, very special guest who you've now seen twice. Don't say we don't treat you right on Sarcasm City TV twice. You know what I'm saying? We've had this legend on in one day. Man like Andy Tate is in the building. Yes, Andy, how you doing, man? You good?
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. It's been a very good weekend for certain clubs and a very bad weekend for other clubs.
Absolutely. So we will get into all of that. I'm sure you lot will have questions in regards to the Manchester City situation. So we will discuss that obviously first. And you have any other questions, people, we'll get to that after we finish running through each category as well. Ryan, what are you telling me though? You good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Big up you guys. Big up Andy as well. Legend, first time meeting you, first time streaming with you. So it's good to meet you, bro. And yeah, I'm good, man. Look, I know we're shit. I know we're a shit team. I accepted that time ago. But the news today did cheer me up a little bit. I was a bit like, spotlight's taken off us a bit. We can laugh at City. I can laugh at Jan for a bit. It was all good, man. It's been a decent day.
You gotta let people know who you support. When you said you've been shit, that's a lot of teams in the Premier League. They might not know who you support.
The team is just about in the top half.
Oh my God.
That could be Liverpool, it could be Chelsea.
This time last year was going for something unprecedented. Is now in 10th place. That's the team I support.
There you go. And Ahmed as well in the building, a regular co-host of Doing the Most. Yes, Ahmed, what are you telling me? You good?
I'm doing well. Hope everyone is doing well themselves. That's another average week at Chelsea. I'm glad that we're out of the news now. They're not talking about our transfers anymore, all that rubbish. Now we can just talk about City for the rest of history. Man, they had like a 1-hour special of Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher discussing why have we spent 600 million. Literally on the Friday, we had 1 hour of that, and then they started asking our manager the same question. So I'm happy, I'm relaxed now. Just move on to the next week. Mid-table Chelsea.
We're going to get into all of that. Big up Jesters here with the super chat. Much appreciated. As Manchester City lawyers will be doing the most for the rest of the year. Big up Flawless. That is a fact. So I know that'll be the question. That'll be the main talking point and the main thing we are asked about in the chat. So we'll get to that before we actually get into the actual Doing the Most show. Andy, we'll go to you first. Thoughts on everything that's come out in regards to Manchester City? They're under investigation for for dodgy movements. That's what I'll say. But your thoughts?
This is like Wolf of Wall Street, innit? I don't fucking care how I make my money. I will make my money how I want to make my money. So this is relating to, was it 100 charges? I mean,
yes, 100 charges.
Over 100, not 100, over.
2009 to 2019 relating to Mancini's wages, players' wages, structure. Oh God, you're talking
sponsorships as well.
Unprecedented, lads. Absolutely unprecedented. And you're talking about a moment that changed your history. That Aguero moment.
That Aguero moment.
I don't want any tainted titles. Don't mean anything now.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Strip him. I don't want anything. Don't want any self-gained. Maybe Liverpool fans might want a free title or two. You know what I mean?
I want my Carabao Cup, man. That's what I want.
Yeah, you want Carabao Cup? Yeah.
Hey man, we'd get a Carabao Cup as well, man.
Big Chelsea Carabao Cup. Yeah, definitely. What about Port Sunderland? You tell that to Port Sunderland in 2014. Stoke City in 2010, 2011. Stoke City lost the FA Cup, so
we lost.
Even Arsenal got a free trophy because when City won it, little Watford as well.
Wiggins
Oh yeah, 2018.
Yeah,
they did Carabao Cup.
Wiggins Trophy in the FA Cup is in doubt because City faced us in the semi-finals back in 2011.
Shut up, man. Shut up, bro.
No, I'm just being a bit too much now, but if you are being,
it's unprecedented what's happened today. Yeah. I mean, nobody wants titles, but if you look at Juventus, what's been going on recently, this is twice in 15 years with Juventus.
Crazy
the first one is worse actually.
Stripped. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Title stripped, awarded to Inter, relegated to Series C, wasn't it? Series C.
Yeah,
and this season as well. More transfer stuff, more dodgy stuff. 15-point deduction. Yeah, like you say, you can throw the book at all these, but someone tells me they'll get away with it. They'll just get away with it. But if there's a statement, make it example of somebody.
Absolutely. Go on, Ahmed. Your thoughts on the Manchester City situation?
With the Juve situation, the first one, the reason why the first one was as bad as it was because it was like they were giving money to the actual referees, and then they were basically getting the results they wanted, and that is why they got stripped of their titles and everything. And like the second one though, they're actually connected to City with the Danilo and Cancelo deal, so that is actually something that might be investigated as well. Because they did so even I didn't know about that one. Someone mentioned that to me. But in regards to this, so this is since 2009. So if you remember in 2009, wasn't that when Robinho first came to the club? That's when they spent big on Robinho. So this is when they actually started the club. You're then looking at basically they were essentially money doping. All of the shirt investors and that stuff, like the Etihad guys and all that stuff, allegedly were basically them. So this had like a show company up front. And like it didn't even take you that much research to do if you just go online. But at the end of the day, they've got over 1,000 like stuff happening towards them, and that's from 09 to obviously 19. I think what's probably going to happen is they're not going to get relegated. I hate to say that right now. Like Man City is a part of that top 6 brand. They can't do that to them. But what I think is more than likely going to happen, they're probably not going to get Champions League this season via like a point deduction. And I think a transfer ban is probably going to happen. And if a transfer ban happens, it's not good for City, to be honest, either.
It is good.
And I think that's the most likely outcome to happen. So they're probably going to...
If you get a transfer ban, this is probably a stupid question. Obviously, you can't buy players. Can you sell players?
You can sell. You can sell,
but you can't buy. Okay.
But then if they're going to get a transfer ban, they obviously wouldn't want to sell players.
But if players kick up a fuss and want to leave?
Really want to go? What if a KDB... for example,
Cancelo or Bernardo Silva or Gundogan,
I actually think this is mad serious for City because I think this is a lot different to the UEFA one as well that they had a few in 2020 where seems to be a lot more offences, over 100, and also there's differences like they can't appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport this time, which is how they got away with it last time with the UEFA one. And also because they got away with it last time because a lot of the offences were time barred. So whereas you don't have time bars here, they don't do that for the Premier League. So they don't have that for this. And also so many offences, if they get done for even like 40%, 50% of them, that's very damaging at the end of the day. And the Premier League have spent 4 years investigating this 4-year investigation. You honestly think if City are found guilty of a lot of these cases that they're going to let them off lightly? Forget these fines, hefty fines, that will do nothing. 4-year investigation, the Premier ain't letting them off lightly if they get found guilty in a lot of cases a lot of these offences. So you know, that I would say probably a points deduction, transfer ban, like what Ahmed says. I think if they were found guilty of a lot of these offences, that's the most likely scenario, which would still be pretty damaging. I don't think a points deduction by itself would do that much, to be honest, because that's just one season. So that would really do.
No, really.
When would it be though?
Happened in the EFL.
It would have to be next season.
It would have to be this season, next season, depending on where. Probably I'd say next season, because this will go on.
This
for a
season
while
it's impossible
still.
because this season it's already like the select body of like neutral people where they can give what the Premier League gives its case to, and like the Man City can like give their so-called evidence. It's gonna probably take longer than a year. So next season is when you're more than likely to see if they get something like Juventus are about to be hit. Yeah, they already been hit with 15 points. They're about to be hit with another 20 points apparently now. So they could be down 39 points. City realistically, if it is as bad as that. So it might be minus 39. So, and then you talk relegation.
Even the 40 points, they could get relegated. I'm there for that.
They'd have to get like 80 points to like get to 40. It's pretty crazy when you think about it.
All I couldn't happen to nicer people. Tell
And then and that's about to happen to Juve. That probably would have also happened to City. Plus the transfer ban, I'm telling you. Yeah, and the transfer ban as well. If you get transfer ban as well, and like Haaland wants to leave, KDB wants to leave, and they
Guardiola will leave himself if that happens.
Yeah, and then you also then what you're left with is like either like a youth setup and like maybe some guys who are loyal to your team.
But the thing is with Guardiola, because they've shown that interview from I think last May in 2022, which showed Guardiola saying about this investigation, if they're basically found guilty, if I found out the officials have lied to me at City, I won't be here the next day, I'll be gone, I'm not their friend anymore. Like if they're found guilty, he will leave at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, who else is City going to get who's better than Pep in it? Like you can only go really down from Pep City, can't you, really? So that will be damaging for them as well. And I was going to say something else. Like I think when people are talking about, and I was talking about as well, City being stripped of their titles. In all seriousness, I don't think that will happen in it. Like I don't think they'll go that far in terms of stripping them off their titles. I'll still shamelessly, claim a Gerrard title in 2014 in it. That's just shameless, man. But it's not going to happen in it. They won't strip them of their titles, to be fair. So I think Ahmed's was right when he said the most likely thing is a points deduction and a transfer ban.
How serious is the points deduction? Because it can implement you. Because I've said this with Flawless last night, today. You look at Leeds over the years in the EFL. Blackpool, it almost crippled them. Blackpool, was it? Who else was it? Preston North End had it as
Even Bolton. Look at Bolton.
Bolton. It cost Bury their existence.
It cost Bury their existence.
It can be an Luton Town as well.
Did it happen with
Middlesbrough's another one as well.
Town went out of the Football League. They've got Luton Town had an 25 points deduction. If it was something like that.
Look at Derby County.
I think Portsmouth got it once as well. And
Derby's the latest one, like recently.
Derby's one.
I'm now more invested in this now, knowing that City could potentially get
Football League because of a points deduction.
Portsmouth went to League 2, by the way, Ryan. That happened like a few years ago, though.
Portsmouth. Remember in Portsmouth in Premier League, they got a points deduction, they got relegated, and since then they've never come back up. They've just been going down divisions.
Middlesbrough's another one. Middlesbrough, they have not come back since they've come down. Quite literally.
City relegated. I need that.
If City get relegated, that's so damaging to them that I don't think people imagine how damaging that is. Because basically,
relegate one division. Look at Glasgow Rangers.
Oh yeah, they got sent straight down the leagues, innit? It wasn't even until like
they went out. They went out.
Yeah. They went fourth division Scottish.
Yeah. They had to climb all their way up. Yeah, I remember.
So if you want to do it, Man City could play Rochdale next season.
But like, it just imagine that's so. Even if City get relegated,
well, they could play Salford. I'll be there for that game.
What's the YouTube team that's in League 2 or something like that, or the National League?
Salford City, Gary Neville's.
There's another one that
I know who you mean. Is it? It begins with
United. Hashtag United. Yeah.
Hashtag United,
United.
That guy on Love Island used to be on their team, I remember.
Yeah,
You lot are
Love
jokers,
Island
I
was on
swear
their
down,
team.
yo.
Nah.
You lot are jokers. Hey, everyone who's tapped in currently, let's bump up these likes. We're at 23. There's over 40 of you lot locked in. Let's get to 30 likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new as well. We will get into the actual show, but we knew that we will get a lot of questions in regards to Manchester City.
They
So that's why we're
flawless,
discussing it.
at least.
Oh, you go. Taza, I've sent you the link as well. Yeah, go on.
At least one
Go on.
thing for City fans to reassure them is that at least their Champions League titles aren't going to be stripped, aren't
That is a
they?
valid point,
So
man. You
that's a
spot on
good
with
one.
that.
No Champions League title stripped
Yeah.
for City. That's a
Facts.
reassurance.
One quick
fans.
thing
Spot
though,
on.
quickly before we move on from this topic,
Yeah.
someone snitched on City, by the way, to the Premier League.
Yeah, I
Like
heard
someone that
that.
used to be either a player or an ex-manager or someone that used to work at City
Arteta.
is actually the one that's been snitched on them and given the documents to them.
Maybe,
So-
maybe it was Mancini.
Maybe it might be Yaya
Maybe.
Toure. Yo, imagine
Yeah, Torre, Mancini,
Yeah,
Arteta.
don't get
Arteta.
your birthday cake. You still hold a grudge after all this time, don't you?
Yeah.
No, people don't understand, man. Africa, listen, black magic here, juju is real, bro. It will last, until you get forgiveness, man. It's real, man. It's real.
But yeah, you lot bump up the likes and that. You lot bump up the likes. Let's get the likes up because we're still way too low, man. We're still 6 short of 30 and there's over 40
man.
of you lot locked in. Don't forget as well, we're doing the most. When we talking about the categories, people, and the nominations, it's just this weekend's games just gone. The reason why I have to consistently repeat that is because we get people who join and then they get confused and they be mentioning, we'll do most untouchable manager and then they'll say Arteta. And it's like, no, we're not talking about the season as a whole. We're talking solely the weekend's games just gone. So we will start with the most unforgettable goal. So get your nominations in the chat for it, people. So name the goal that you think is the most unforgettable goal from the weekend and any other standout goals as well. And of course, if you super chat, that will be the winner, but we will still discuss it. We'll go to you first, Ryan. Any goals that you don't have to give us your winner, but any of the goals that stand out from this weekend's games where you go, yeah, that was a banger.
Oh, I had one in mind. Wait, what games were they yesterday? United played on your team goal against Palace. The Rashford one was
that
pretty
was
good.
good.
It was a good move, to be honest.
It was a good goal.
That was a good move. None of the goals in our game were really that great, to be honest. Who else? Nottingham Forest. Brennan Johnson. His goal was good. I'd probably say his that volley.
Andy
that was
mentioned
a
it.
great
So you're saying Johnson?
I'd probably say
that's
Brennan
one.
Johnson still.
Johnson.
I would go
Rashford
for-
too. Who else you got?
Rashford's
That
too.
more.
I hate to say it, I would have probably gone for Rashford. The Rashford goal, man.
It was a good goal.
It was you know what I mean? For me, I just
Yeah.
like the one touch, everything was working
good.
there, man. That was magic, man. You know what I mean? I wish Chelsea could do that, but hey, it is.
It was a good. Any standout goals for you, Andy, from the weekend's games?
Ollie Watkins, first for Aston Villa. The way he reacted, going back, he did a lot for that goal. And I would say the Crystal Palace goal, the technique.
Schlupp's goal was good.
Yeah,
I thought
Sharp's
Schlupp's
goal.
goal.
It was
Yeah.
left foot. It was like Ollie Watkins, but Ollie's was the right. There was Palace lad was with the left. So them two goals were pretty good to say. And the Forest lad, I mean, that was a sweet strike.
That was a
Absolute
great
sweet
goal.
strike. And of course, the Man United goal as well. So one touch into passing. It was great. It was great.
Absolutely. Let us know in the chat, people, if there's any goals as well in regards to that, because I'm literally going to put the poll out. So we're saying Johnson's goal for Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Rashford's goal, definitely. I thought Schlupp's goal was very good. I thought that was very, very, because that's a difficult chance. So I add that in, Schlupp. And is there one more? Is there one more we mentioned? Just those,
the Nottingham
Forest.
Didn't Andy say Ollie Watkins?
Watkins, that was the one. I couldn't remember off the top of my head about Watkins' goal. Yeah. So we'll run with that. 1 second, just literally adding it right now as we speak. 1 second. Watkins. All right, the poll is now up, people. The poll is there. Go vote on the poll for the most unforgettable goal from the weekend. Or it may be a goal we didn't mention, or it might be an honorable mention. And of course, if you super chat, then definitely that will then be the winner. Stephen here with this super chat. Big up says Chelsea need to get the same energy City is getting. The way everybody's on Chelsea's case is jokes in regards to this.
It's funny because these man don't think that we've been sanctioned, guys. The government has been looking at our books, big man, and the Premier League. Like, come on, guys. Like, are we being like? Let's be real. Like, if Chelsea were in danger, we would have had articles written alongside the City one telling us these guys are in trouble as well. That's all I'm saying.
That's facts. And Taz is in the building as well. Yes, Taz, what are you saying, man? You good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here, man. We here.
You already know, man. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
you already know. And actually, ask you, Taza, actually, most unforgettable goal. Any goals that stand out for you from this weekend's games just gone? You can think of off the top of your head.
This weekend, I would say
Yeah.
the United goal, you know,
Rashford's
because
goal.
it was the second goal because we strung in like what 30 passes together. It was backed all the way at the edge of our box from a throw in. The ball went to Fred. Everyone touched the ball, and then Rashford scored. So, yeah, that was great.
Yeah, Rashford's currently winning on the poll, 56%, Johnson 19%, and Schlupp and Watkins both at 12% as well. We'll leave that running for a little bit while longer as well. And while we do that, Taza, your thoughts, because we actually haven't spoke on this, the City investigation. Your quick thoughts. I know you were smiling from ear to ear when you heard about it. So
They thought that they could mask this up with all 6 of fans they have, and they thought they could mask this up like they have the biggest revenue in all of world football. Forget England, world football. Are you on crack, cocaine, meth, ket, like horse tranquilizers? Like what are you on? Because or it's either a combination of the two. If you think that you can make more money than all of them, like these guys, and see, everyone says, "Oh, Erling Haaland, we paid 50 million for them," but yeah, you also paid 50 million to his dad, 50 million to his agent. That deal all combined was probably a 300 million transfer. People don't talk about that though. You
I did
don't
not
know
know
that.
that.
He didn't even know that.
I did not know this.
See, bro, these guys are scumbags. Like the thing is, right? People say, "Oh, Chelsea spent all this money; it'll catch up." Say what you want about Chelsea. They're a big club. They have a fan base. They generate a lot of revenue. City do not even have that. We have representatives from that on the show. Although he is a Chelsea fan, Victor, he works at the City ground.
Mhm.
He says they struggled to fill it up.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
do
we
you
know
think
this.
in every single presser Pep talks about atmosphere. Oh, this, that. Because there is none. They've given away free tickets in the cereal boxes. Like, like, what are we doing here? And that team is gonna have the most revenue. Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
If you ever want to get some City tickets, I'm telling you now, go to Uni Days. You can get it for £15 City home
Bro,
you can
tickets.
just walk
bro,
in,
There's no
man.
That
They
is
queue.
sell it.
true. It's
They
even for
selling them at the
Champions
ground.
League nights.
Yeah.
Champions League nights.
I
They're
can
on
get
Uni
Uni
Days.
Days. I can
Everything.
literally go to Uni Days right now. Yeah, I still have it active somehow. I just go into it and I can just get City tickets for myself.
Yeah.
If I want to watch Chelsea away.
People
I heard
think that
something
we
today.
joking. Yeah, go on,
Yeah,
Andy.
I heard
Go.
something today. They made. What was it? I think it was last season. They had
They
a
made more
betting,
money.
a betting company, and like you say, they had a website, and you click it. There was nothing there. You click on it, and it was it made up website or dodgy
I did not know
stuff.
this.
Oh my god! It's
I heard
told
that.
you.
That's what I've heard.
Show
That
company.
I've heard
Show
that from
company.
my friend Stephen Allison. I watched his podcast this afternoon on the Stretford Paddock, and there was another one. I heard this today. It might have been from Flawless during the season. I might have been on Sky Sports during the season of COVID, with no fans. City made massive. Was it 500 million?
I think was it Double A? Even someone in the chat or Double A said that. Double A said it. Yeah,
City
Double A said
made
it. Shout out to
500
Double A.
million with no fans. How do you make money during
With
a
no fans.
pandemic when there's no fans in the ground, there's no revenue coming in, and basically, like you said,
Didn't everyone make a loss in the season? I swear everyone made a loss in the
everyone
season.
by Man City, even United had to like borrow money. You know, it hit everybody, but I don't think it hit Man City.
We
Like you
literally lost
say,
138 million in the
yeah,
for Chelsea. I'm
so
pretty sure. Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Like you say, will these documents, these accounts be published for the public to see and judge themselves?
It's
I don't know.
definitely gonna be interesting. It is definitely. Again, you lot continue to vote on the poll as well. There's over 50 of you lot locked in, which is big. Let's get up to 40 likes. Though we're only at 31. Like check 1212. Let's smash up the likes. The subscriber check as well. Let's go 5 more people. Let's get us to 5,215. There's over 50 of you lot locked in. I know everybody here has not hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. Hit the notification bell. Go subscribe to Andy's channel as well. The link's in the title. So you can click the link. It will open up a new tab as you watch the show. And then you can go subscribe and find all of Andy's socials as well. But yeah, let's hit the subscribe button here. We're looking for 5 more subscribers. And there's over 50 of you lot locked in. And let's get up to 40 likes as well. Yeah, Rashford's won this. Yeah, like 59%. Yeah, most unforgettable goal. So we've gone with Marcus Rashford's goal against Crystal Palace. Very good goal. Good team goal. It's good to see a team goal win this as well, because normally it's individual piece of magic that'll win these goals. Win this category. All right, next one we go with, and I'll run through all the results, most unpredicted result. So I'll run through all the results and then we'll discuss this. So let's see. So Chelsea 0, Fulham 0, Everton 1, Arsenal 0, Brighton 1, Bournemouth 0, Manchester United 2, Crystal Palace 1, Brentford 3, Southampton 0, Wolves 3, Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 2, Leicester 4, Newcastle 1, West Ham 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Leeds United 0, and then Tottenham 1, Manchester City 0. Ryan, we'll start with you. Just pick out if there's 2 or 3 there. There's 2 or 3 obvious ones, but what are you saying for nominations for this category?
The easy one's Everton, Arsenal, innit? Like you expected that, innit? Like, come on, you got Everton relegation side pretty much against the league leaders who have been brilliant this season. I expected Arsenal to beat them still, even with Dyche as manager. So that's got to be it. I'd say even us losing to Wolves was I didn't expect to lose that game, to be honest, especially 3-0. So I'd say for me that was a bit unpredicted. But then you could look at it and say we're so shit. Am I even that surprised? But I don't think I was expecting that.
I expected a loss, isn't it? I just didn't expect you lot to get.
I didn't even expect a loss. I thought a draw or maybe we might sneak it. I didn't even expect a loss, so I'd probably say for that as well. Would I say Tottenham City? Probably. I would. I think that maybe deserves to be in my opinion, because I still think City should be beating Tottenham at the end of the day, even if it is their bogey round and everything. They're still a much better team than Tottenham at the end of the day, so I'd expect them to win that game. There was another one I had in mind, I think as well.
Villa Leicester.
No, not even that, to be honest.
That's therefore for me. That's therefore.
Newcastle
Let me know.
for me.
I
That's
didn't
the one for
expect
me as
West
well.
Ham to get a point at Newcastle, to be honest with
Newcastle West Ham's a shout. That's
Yeah.
definitely obviously
Ham
we'll
are
discuss this
pretty
in
good
further.
this season, so I
That's
didn't
definitely a shout. Yeah, because Newcastle are
that.
flying and West Ham are struggling. So that is one. Ahmed, what are you saying? What were any other ones?
For me,
Definitely Everton
Leicester,
Arsenal. That's one. Yeah, go on.
For me, I wouldn't even say Leicester, Everton, Arsenal is the one. If you look at the history of Arsenal at the Goodison Park, it probably made more sense. And plus, with Sean Dyche manager bounce added into it, it makes a bit more sense there. But the Leicester Aston Villa one is the one for me. Like at half time, Aston Villa won that game 2-1, if I'm not mistaken. And then literally Leicester came back to make it 4-2. And the thing for me was, I think Leicester, they have a good team, right? But they've been playing really poor this season. Aston Villa under Emery, they've sort of had this new manager bounce. Emery's sort of implemented his style. If Aston Villa won that game, they could have been above Liverpool actually as well. But it was just surprising for me to see Leicester come back like this. So it's given maybe the idea that Leicester might be able to survive relegation now. Because I know they had a good side. It was just they had like a huge slump without Maddison, and Maddison came back in that game as well, to be fair. So,
yeah, definitely.
Andy, yeah? Go on, Andy.
You talk Leicester, I said Leicester was a surprise. You're talking of a team who missed out on Champions League basically twice and won the FA Cup as well. So you hit your peaks and you drop. So I think, let's say Leicester is the surprise result of the weekend for me.
Yeah.
And let's say I think they've got enough in the tank now with Nottingham Forest to stay up. And the Everton result, it was absolutely, I thought it would get a draw, but like I say, Sean Dyche says it's not rocket science, is it? Just put the ball in the net. That's all you got to do. It's not rocket science, man. Just put it in the net. So Arsenal way below par. You will get bogey grounds like City, Tottenham, Man United's got a bogey ground. We can't do Stamford Bridge. Like you say,
We always struggle there. Always, man.
struggle there. So
Always.
I would say the Leicester was a surprise one, and the Everton. Say I was Nottingham Forest beating Leeds. That's a game changer for Forest because you sooner you break that 30-point bracket. You even get him. Was it the 5 points clear now? You get more. You get some more momentum. Nottingham Forest, I think it's like 2 defeats in 10, something like that.
In a row.
They've been getting draws, yeah.
In the cup competitions, that's it. They lost to Blackpool, FA Cup, which was an embarrassment, and they've lost twice to United. So fair play to Nottingham Forest. Fair play to them.
I did put the poll out, people, for most unpredicted results. So go and vote on that. So I put the 4 we mentioned: Everton, Arsenal, Villa, Leicester, Wolves, Liverpool, and Tottenham, Manchester City. Taz, over to you. Any others you want to mention? Obviously, you can give your pick as well, but any others honorable mention that you go, yeah, I didn't expect that. Most unpredicted.
I think the Chelsea Fulham game. I thought that finally
I forgot about that one.
All the money they spent, they get something.
Wow.
But they're just shit, man. Like
Bro, we don't have a striker, bro.
I'll be real. If I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm Potter out.
Listen,
Man, that
all
guy's
day,
a scrub, man. That guy
it's
is
not good.
that guy is like if they took David Moyes to the Gucci store and dressed him up and took him to the HD fades and got him the smoky cut or some shit. Man, get the fuck out of here.
We'll talk about when we talk about under pressure managers.
Ahmed,
I'll speak on that then.
But Chelsea Fulham is it? But that being said, is it considering Chelsea spent a lot of money? I would say if Chelsea would have
they
lost,
were at home as
I would have
well.
put that in. If Chelsea would have lost, they're at home, but they're ninth.
That was a big chance miss because what happened above them as well. They could have closed the gap.
And Fulham are a good. That's not the mistake. Fulham are. I can hear what you're saying. Fulham are a good side though. They're one of the best sides in the Premier League.
Dude, what more like bounce do you need? Oh, new signing bounce. Like nothing's working on them. They're just they're just a cement. Like they're trying to be a trampoline.
I mean, with all due respect to Chelsea, Brighton's got more chance of the Champions League than Chelsea. Brighton,
100%.
in the table. Wow, they're going for Europe. They're only 6 points off Newcastle. It's unbelievable. I mean, that's from a team who spanked us 4-0, and I say on the opening day of the season. And they could be a dark shadow for European football this year. And Brighton, we've got to play them away as well. They've got to play, other teams in the top 4. So, Yeah,
because Brighton are currently, they're 6 points off of Newcastle, who are in 4th, and they have a game in hand on Newcastle. So if they win that, they go to within 3 points of Newcastle.
Mad.
That is crazy.
Mad.
And Brentford are only a point down on Brighton. Brentford currently in 7th, 33 points. They're only 7 off of Newcastle, and they're only 6 off of Spurs, and they have a game in hand on Spurs, Brentford. And same with Fulham as well. They're only a point back as well. And then you've got Chelsea, who are then 2 points back on.
It wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea win the Champions League. It wouldn't surprise me.
No, when they're matching us.
I don't think they will this season.
Number 3 on the way, yeah? Is that what you're saying? No way we get number 3. Absolutely.
We don't need that, man.
I don't think Graham Potter's had any experience of Champions League.
Anybody but Liverpool.
See, Thomas Tuchel went to the Champions League final bit the season before. Graham Potter has never seen a Champions League.
I don't think he's played in Champions League knockout. He's managed Champions League knockout.
Not knockout, but he was able to be Milan.
Not Champions League knockout though. He hasn't managed.
He's been in the group stages with you lot, but that was legit. You know what I'm saying?
He was struggling in them group stages.
At the end of the day, man,
one is the Champions League anthem. That's on his mobile phone, probably. That's it.
Listen, we'll see what he's like in the trenches, man. You know what I mean? When it's time to dance, we'll see what he's like.
Everyone's saying,
when you play Dortmund, we'll see what happens, won't it? So,
man.
Hey,
I think Dortmund will be a tougher game than what you expect because Dortmund, they ain't been great in their league, but when I've seen them in the Champions League this season in the City's group, they were actually half decent, Dortmund in their Champions League group. So I think it will be a tougher test for Chelsea than what you think, to be honest.
It will be, because the defensively they're a bit shoddy. It's just a matter of can we score a goal?
Yeah, but you can't score goals. Like
João Felix is back this Saturday, man. João Felix is back this Saturday.
Another red card.
I doubt they're going to be scared of Havertz and Mount, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna speak on Havertz amount when we get to the underperformance.
Yeah. We're gonna get there. Don't worry. You lot continue to vote on the poll,
How
people.
is
Currently, before you
Everton
go,
Arsenal
Ryan,
winning?
one sec, Taza. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Everton won, Arsenal nil at 45%. Aston Villa 2, Leicester City 4 is at 20%, which would have been my pick. Wolves 3, Liverpool nil is at 25%, and then Tottenham 1, Manchester City nil is at 10%. You lot
See, I
continue
think
to
that's
vote.
the right
You
thing
got 20
because
votes.
Everton,
Nah,
Arsenal. No one can tell me anyone expected Arsenal
Yes.
league
All right.
leaders.
Here's the question. This is what I'll say to you, because you have to take not just the who won and who lost. We take the scoreline into prediction. To me, Everton beating Arsenal 1-0 is more predictable than Leicester going away to Villa and scoring 4. How bad Leicester have been the entire season. You're on
That's
Seamus
true.
all the time.
That's
Like
true.
Leicester are shot. Neil tells us all the time
They
how
are
shocking
bad,
they are.
Leicester, to be
They're
fair.
in complete free for all, and they've gone to Aston Villa and scored 4 goals.
Yeah, that's true.
At Villa, yeah, Villa may not have been in the may not be in the. But
They had
Villa,
their new signing, Leicester.
yo, Villa, that's Villa's
Tete.
first loss. Yeah, that's Villa's first loss in 5 games. I'm looking at they ain't lost in 5. That was their first loss in 5.
Leicester had a couple of obviously they had Madison back. I think their new signing Tete as well scored as well, so he made a good impact.
Yeah,
well,
he
played
goal.
well.
He rounded.
Yeah, that was a good goal.
Yeah.
Bear in mind that's
Yeah.
Leicester's first win in 5. And it's probably longer. Let me
they're in
actually check
terrible form.
that. They were in awful form. Let me check before yesterday.
No,
'cause
they
look,
were. I remember because
they
Neil
drew
was
against
saying-
Brighton.
Neil predicted them to be in
Yeah.
the relegation zone in a few games. I think that's
Yeah.
probably changed now.
Lost to Forest, lost to Fulham, lost to Liverpool, lost to Newcastle.
How they lost that game to
Right,
us,
see, they
bro.
ain't won
Their
their last win in the Premier League was the 12th of November.
Oh my dude, do you
against
want to
West
know
Ham.
something crazy?
Yeah, go on.
Since oh wait, what is it? Since the World Cup, Leicester's centre back is our top scorer in the Premier League.
Yep.
I'm not even joking.
That's
Wildfires, man.
Go easy
That's
on the lads. Go on, Bennett. Go easy
That's
on him.
jokes.
He's our top scorer in the Premier League since the World Cup. Leicester's centre back.
you man a
You know how
trash
terrible that is.
Well, you man a real bag. Hey,
Dude,
big up
see,
Keyshawn in the chat as
The
well. Yeah, go on,
Arsenal
Amit.
Everton result does not I'm not surprised by it whatsoever. I said it before they played on the Friday. Or
I
the
was
day
shocked.
before. I said they were gonna lose. This Sean Dyche thing. Bro, it's written in the stars. Arsenal
I
never
can't
do
lie,
away.
I was shocked.
I said
man.
they dropped
thought-
points. I weren't guaranteed if they ever win, but to me, it's Leicester beating Villa 4-2. That would have been my
That's
pick.
fair.
But that's just me.
Tell you what,
Like,
if United win Wednesday, I'm getting vibes of 20 years ago, mate. When
you
we
talk
won
about
it.
Andy. You know, is that what it is, yeah?
We hunted down Arsenal 8 points. We were 12 points, 8 points down, and we hunted them down. And Arsenal, you didn't expect them to drop points at certain grounds. They drew with Bolton. They lost to Blackburn.
Wait, was that when
Rovers.
Keown scored? Did Keown score their own goal that game at Bolton?
Yeah.
Did we win it? Is that the season we won it and they lost to Leeds 3-2?
Yeah.
See, the
You
fact
don't
I remember that's crazy.
You don't expect Arsenal to drop points that season because I remember we drew with Bolton, 1-1, last minute equaliser from Solskjaer, and Arsenal stuffed Man City 5-1 at the Old Main Road. So I'm getting that. If we win this week, our 2 games, I'll say game at a time, we could be second Sunday, and
We could be second.
it's just fucking mind blowing. For
It is
the
mind-blowing.
United's fan base, it will be mind blowing.
We won, yeah.
Absolutely.
I saw my friend Ahmed with a cheeky rock people's wink there, saying that, the rock, giving the eyebrow, yeah.
You know the funny thing is, the
So
last time
you never know, because if this carries on, Arsenal will probably beat Brentford Saturday, but then you go. They've got to go here, there, everywhere. Newcastle, they've got to go Nottingham Forest, Anfield.
They play City next week.
City soon as well. So
The 15th.
Yeah.
and
I
then
want
Europa will
experience.
come around.
Yeah.
I see them rested heavily if there is. But yeah, we will see. We will see.
Dude,
You lot continue.
Hey,
Yo,
yeah,
I'm
last time,
come on, you Gunners for the rest of the season, man. Legit.
hey, no, the last time United lost their opening 2 games was in 1992, 1993, when they won the Premier League. Just
That was
stating
the
facts.
that was
we
the you'll never win.
always win
Is that the year-
something when there's a 3 in a year.
Is that you'll never win anything with kids? Was it that? That was that
Yes.
season, wasn't it? Was that
No,
that
that
92,
was
93?
95, 96.
Oh,
Was it
no,
95, 96? I stand
But
corrected.
United, they've always won something with the 3 in a year. 83 Cup final, Premier League 93, 2003 Premier League, 2013 Premier League, and what year is it now? So
Hey, fellas, you
2023
can
I
run,
will
but
take
you
it.
can't hide.
If he's got like
Treble.
3 in it, I will take it.
Yeah, man. I've said free.
Hey.
You know what? It's got 3 in it. We're gonna win 3 trophies. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
The
if
treble's
the
on the way.
prem is on, then my quad prediction is not far from the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah. I'm with you. That's Murtaza speaking there. I'm not with this quad thing. I'm not with the Premier
Hey,
League
man.
thing. I'm just letting people know, just for clarification.
Oh,
Big
yeah,
up Soccer 40 fan.
Yeah,
Hey, yo,
Hey,
I
Ahmed,
need
hold
to-
that.
I
Talk
need
to me in
Hold
10
that.
games.
No,
I
I
don't
need
say
this
anything,
Leeds
man. I don't
manager
say
bounce
anything.
back
Talk to
thing.
me. If we win it, I'm not saying we will, but if we're in it with 6 games to go, 5 points, 4 points behind,
It's game
gotta
on.
start thinking. You gotta
It's
start
game on.
game on.
If that is
10
the
games
case,
to go. 10 games
if
to go.
with
5
10
points
games to
behind.
go and we
Game
are
on.
4 points off of Arsenal, I'm fully getting back. I'm
Oh,
fully
that,
you are?
we'll hold
Okay.
you
That
down.
was going to be my next question. Like,
Yeah.
what would it take for you
with 10 games to where we're at with 10 games to go. With 10 games to go, you know what I'm
If we're in the
saying?
same
7, 8
position.
games
League
to
Cup
go.
is going to be wrapped up soon. FA Cup is like 3 or 4 games from a final. Barcelona, 50-50. It's a 50-50. United's going to lose games between now and the end of the season. I accept that.
Absolutely.
But would you sacrifice Europe to get your hands on that thing, which is
On the Premier
currently
League?
at the Etihad, and that's a 5-minute walk from my
I'll
house?
be European League all day.
I think it's being repoed. You know what I'm saying? And that it might be.
I'll be honest with you.
You know what I'm
If
saying?
I'm
They
in the
might
Europa
go
League,
kick off
but
the
I have a
doors.
chance to win the Prem,
Of course,
Listen,
of course, I'm
Europa League's
picking
nothing,
Prem
man.
over
course you
Europa
would.
League. Of course. But
100%.
my point is, I'm saying like we're talking. These are big hypotheticals. I mean, of course, with 10 games
Are
to
they
go,
though?
5 games to go. If we're 4 or 5 points off of Arsenal or whoever's at the top of the league, of course, I'm gonna be like, all right, we're there. But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of football to be played, and I said this last. This is deja vu because I had this exact same conversation before Palace and Arsenal that week. Before Palace and Arsenal, I got you, Lewis.
I
Before,
agree.
and we dropped points at Palace. And we then got beat by Arsenal. People are talking like Leeds. They might have a new manager by Sunday.
I need
Just
that
the
new
match has been
manager
sacked.
bounce back for these
There's
2
no
Leeds games.
guarantee we beat Leeds twice. Do I think we? Yes. But
Nah,
there
you
is
will,
no guarantee.
obviously,
But
like-
there's
Man,
no.
they
What I'm
stink.
saying is there's no
no
guarantee.
guarantee, I agree.
People were talking about that like in terms of Palace.
Is that 'cause
people were saying that we
Casemiro's
go
out?
beat Palace.
Wednesday's just the next game, like Ten Hag
Yeah,
says. That's
people are
what it
saying,
is.
do I expect us to beat Leeds at home? Yes, but I also expected us to go away and beat Palace, and we should.
We always
But you
fuck
see
up
these things
Leeds,
happen.
though. We beat Leeds with, like, Ranić 4-2.
Yeah,
away.
all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that cold, Ellen Road is going to be rocking on Sunday. New manager, they
true,
can't
man.
stand us
Rocking
as
hype.
it is.
When-
That is
when-
going to be a tough game.
When
I'm not
Marcus
saying
Rashford steps on and dunks on their head, man, they're going to go back to the relegation
You know,
they are.
the Leeds players are going to react to this
Yes.
now.
Yes.
They'll react maybe Wednesday, but Sunday when they've got like 40,000 Yorkshiremen back in their corner, believe me,
Yes.
they'll be up for it. Really
Absolutely.
up for it. We're in for
they're
a
going to be
war.
bang up for it.
War of
We're-
roses.
Absolute war. Absolute
It's a
war
war
of
of
roses.
roses this
Yes.
Sunday.
You
It's
need
legit.
you need Casemiro for that game still, man. Like,
Nah.
Even
All
without
right, we got
Casemiro, I
Fred.
think. Yeah, we got Fred, we got Sabitzer. I think we'll go there and do the business.
oh,
I'm
yeah, I
not saying
forgot about Sabitzer
yeah.
as well.
I'm not saying the thing is, I'm not saying Manchester United can't go to Leeds and win. I'm
No,
just
obviously,
saying
I think you will. I
people
think you will
are
both.
talking like it's a fault. I don't have this air of invincibility with this team yet. People are talking like this is Manchester United of old. We are not there yet. I don't let the good form and our manager doing a fantastic job fool us. If this was me, if this was United under Fergie and we're romping to stuff, different conversation. I'd be like, yeah, we're going to move to Leeds. I don't have that. I'm more confident now, obviously, because of the manager and how we're playing. But I'm fully aware it's not a foregone conclusion that we just roll over Leeds twice.
I see the Palace results, the Palace result, the Arsenal result. Next season, we see them games out. We get a win. We get a draw at Arsenal. If it comes to it again, we just see it out.
I agree.
Part of the bus.
Agreed. Yeah.
With the experience and additional players. But
Absolutely.
like say, to have an experience of a title run, even now would be amazing to use for next season.
Yeah.
Even if you're in it for only 5-6 weeks, live the dream. Who knows where you can go? But use it, live it, use it, you do it.
I'm with you. Like I'd love to be here, and it's 5 games to go, and United are 4 points off the top of the league. Because I'm like, all right, we could genuinely. That's something I can like. All right, I can get behind and deal with. But It's game. Yeah, I mean, hold that. You know what I'm saying?
hold
You'll
that
be
is
asking
good.
for links then.
Wait, can I
Hold
ask
that,
you
you
guys a
prick.
It
question?
makes
Yeah,
me
yeah, go on.
absolutely sick, man.
Yeah,
I'll
it
be
does
honest,
hold that.
man.
I'm glad. Yeah, go
Hey,
on, Ryan.
Notorious
terms of-
B.I.G. Shut up.
In
Go on,
terms of the
Ryan.
City thing, though, do you guys what kind of impact do you think this news could have on City for the rest of the season in terms of because they're obviously still in I don't think they'll win the title, but they're obviously still in contention, like race for it at the end of the day.
I think
Yo,
it'll fire
Lewis
the
will send you the
players
link
up.
as well. Lewis will send you the link. Yeah,
I don't
it
know,
could
to be
fire.
honest.
It could fire.
It'll
You think
fire
it could
them
have
up.
the
It'll
fire
fire them up.
But
to
they've
fight
had
them
Comes to the
against
end
the
of the
league,
season.
them
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't
it
know,
can
man.
create
It's
that
that
team
mentality
mentality.
like United, them against us. That's
Yeah.
what we're building again. City will use this. Pep will use this to fire them players to maybe glory. Win. You know, I don't want Man City winning 3 in a row. I really
No,
don't. If
I don't want them
Arsenal
winning
do
3
it,
in a row.
so be it. But if we can do it, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? But it will fire them. It could even fire them to a Champions League. Can you imagine that? Win a Champions League and
No,
then
we
you're
can't
banned the
let that
next
happen.
season.
I don't think so. Because
don't
to
think
win
so
a
either.
Champions League, you need a good defense. And they have
I actually think the Leipzig game will be tougher for City than what people think as well. I think
Why
they'll get
Leipzig any
through, but
good?
I think it'll be a bit
Yeah,
tough.
they're all right, to be honest.
Yeah,
It's just
Leipzig
I don't
aren't
know
as
anything about
bad as
them.
what you think. They got some good players. Vardiol and Kunku, Sabozlai. They got some good players in that team.
All right,
to be
let's.
honest.
I'm with City bouncing out of Europe. I can
the
get
problem-
behind that.
They got Angelino at left back, who's there.
the thing with City. He's not there. He's actually at Hoffenheim. But
Oh, is he at Hoffenheim now? I thought he was still at
yeah,
Leipzig.
yeah, they've got a black brother there now. But the thing is, yeah, with City, I know that you guys are saying that it might galvanize them us against the world, but they've had that. They've been doing that for a long time now. That's been almost you can make the motto for City for a while. There's always been us against the world. I don't
Yeah,
think,
it could.
like,
We'll
obviously
see.
the stuff
Before you
they've got
continue,
on
Ahmed,
the
just
Cancelo and that are trying to leave next season.
hold that for 1 second. You know what I'm saying? We got one legend on the stream. I have to add another legendary content creator to the stream as well. Yes, Lewis, what are you saying, family?
Up the Chelsea. What's
I big
everyone
up the-
saying?
There we go, man.
That's all good. Everyone all good?
All blessed, fam. All blessed. Good to have you
Yeah,
on. Go on,
everyone is
Ahmed. Carry
not
on.
AC though.
No,
Go-
I was
go
just saying. I think this could probably just make the situation probably remain the same. I don't think anything that much is going to change at City, but I don't know. I feel like it might reduce their morale if that makes sense because their morale is already low. It can only go lower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we'll see. Yeah, I hear that.
See,
All right,
how many times
And
also
then the
have
thing
we
is
said
with
that
Pep,
this season?
Pep is
Ahmed,
also going to
I'm
be
agreeing
asked
with
questions
you.
on Friday. No, I was
Ahmed,
going to say,
how
Oh,
many
yeah.
times has there been, oh, City will kick on now, City will do this now?
yeah,
It ain't happening.
Yeah, but expecting it and it's not happening, is
Yeah,
it?
it's not happening. I agree. I agree
We
with that. 'cause I was
expected.
expecting
I
kicking
thought
in.
after the derby, they won them 2 home games on the bounce.
When
That
you
was
thought
it.
they're
They're
gonna
going on a
Yeah.
run.
To
But it's
make
not
that
happening again.
system tick, the 2 main players are Bernardo Silva and KDB. Haaland relies on service. Without service, he is
He's
useless.
useless without service still.
He's
Yeah, it's
like
like
Tits.
Vegas, the poor lad. If you can't get the service, you're not going to do anything, are you?
Dude, Haaland without KDB is like tits on a nun. Useless. Like,
Whoa.
like
God. Yeah,
Oh,
man,
whoa,
this
it's
guy,
just-
man.
This
Oh,
guy,
geez,
man.
geez,
Oh my
man,
god, this
geez.
guy, yo, he's got to
It's-
go right. We're just gonna bypass that.
Listen, no,
Yeah,
let me-
love
okay.
that.
Yo,
Yo,
Mo
get up to
Manager
50 likes,
manager, is
people.
it now, or-
But
Let's
but-
go.
but
3
the
more
thing
likes,
is,
people. Yells up to 50 likes, man. 3 more. Get up to 50
70% of
likes, man.
Haaland's goals have come from KDB crosses.
Is that much?
It's insane.
That's
I'm
mad.
telling you,
And he didn't even
and
start
Bernardo
KDB
Silva
yesterday.
is a little rat. He runs around, controls the game, while Kevin De Bruyne goes up and plays and passes. Bernardo
Bernardo's
Silva's
been
been
meaty this season, though.
been wanting to move to Barcelona last summer. He didn't
Yeah.
get it, so he's been completely crap and down tools this season.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin De Bruyne has fallen off a cliff. He's not the same player anymore because he doesn't have the same attributes, physical attributes. That's why people are so upset with Ronaldo, with Manchester United, because he's trying to do things, but he just can't because his body won't allow it. He's just old. He's
How old is he now?
31
He's like
years old.
32 now. I think.
KDB,
He's just and people forget how much his game relied on his pace. He could run with the ball and he could, do things. His ball striking is still there, but he doesn't have the pace anymore. He doesn't have.
He
The
doesn't have
physical
that power, that bit of explosiveness.
Exactly.
Where he
So
used to
without
drive
them
into
two,
space and...
Foden
I
apparently
remember when
has like
Kevin De Bruyne he was at Chelsea. He was loaned to Birmingham City. Was that right?
no, it was
Birmingham?
no, he went to Wolfsburg after. He went to Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg, yeah.
We told him to Wolfsburg,
Yeah,
then Team City.
so
But the thing
that's
with
why,
the
like,
thing,
the,
go
the,
ahead and
the,
talk
the
about it.
Foden doesn't create like that. He's been asked this
He ain't
season.
even playing, fam.
Grealish Grealish is not a creator. He's just, dribbling merchant, whatever. But,
Yeah.
People just cuss Sancho for no reason. Mahrez is good at creating, but most of the time he creates for himself. There's no one putting the ball in for Haaland.
Alvarez is just a runner, like really. He
Yeah,
really
like
creates,
I'm hearing all the old City will figure it out, but like if you look at the circumstances, it's not everything is right.
It's a
on this
big
court.
system issue with City as well. Like
Exactly,
that's just
and
what it is.
Cancelo got fed up to the point he left. Apparently, Kyle Walker wants to leave. Laporte wants to leave.
Yeah, it's just the end of the cycle for them. Though.
Foden is like having problems.
Everest comes to an end.
Yeah, man.
You know how everyone said Sancho was quote unquote injured. Pep said Foden was injured. He got back to training and now he went home. Like what's going on with that situation?
Obviously, there's probably something else going on.
See, like I'm telling you, man.
Even
I don't
with
see the City hype. If we're just gonna have to take matters into our own hands and run Arsenal down. I'm telling you, City aren't doing it. They're a bunch of scrubs this season.
So we've got to save the Premier League from AFTV. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what he's saying, Andy.
We got to stop Troops and Robbie from crashing the internet. I'm all for it. Because I've already crashed the internet once. I can do it again.
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, if we win the league title, yes, 100%. We will be at the parade together, Andy. 100%. I will see you there at Old Trafford that night.
I will pay your train fare, mate. I will get you on
number
a train.
21. Number 21 joins United, and we get number 21.
It's cool. I'm only down the road. Do you know what I'm saying? Old Trafford ain't too far from me, and that. I'll just get a quick Uber. But yeah, people, most unpredicted.
We can have a parade on Ahmed's forehead.
Everton won, Arsenal nil. That's yeah, he's got wild. That's what's one. I can't believe that actually.
Hold that, Ahmed.
Everton won, Arsenal nil, 38%. Aston Villa 2, Leicester City 4, 12%. Wolves 3, Liverpool nil, 37%. Actually, it's changed now. Someone else go vote. Make it a 50th vote because it's currently equal. There we go. 50 votes. Everton and Arsenal have won. And then Tottenham won, Manchester City nil at 14%. Okay, next one we are going to, people, is, and let's bump up the likes. Let's go 60 likes. We've gone over 50. We're at 51. Subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. 4 more subscribed. There's over 60 of you lot locked in. I know everybody here has not hit the subscribe button. Do that. Hit the notification bell. We're only looking for 4 more subscribers to get to 5,215. And the next category is the most unacceptable error. So for those that haven't seen the show before, the most unacceptable error, it must have led to a goal for the opposition. So it's not the goalkeeper kicked it to the striker and then the striker put it over the bar from 6 yards out. No, it must have led to a goal for the opposition. Ryan, we'll start with you. I think I know exactly where you're going to start with this one in regards to the most unacceptable errors.
For the first goal for us.
Matip. Okay, that's a shout.
And Rodri.
Rodri.
Matip, but I'd say Matip's was bad, because he made 2 mistakes. And I'm a big Matip fan, but he's been shocking this season when he's played. He's been shot. He was so good last season, but he's been shambolic this season. That first goal, he made a mistake because he didn't really engage at first when the ball came over the top to Sarabia, and then just doesn't sort his feet out and scores an own goal. It's ridiculous. For me, I'd say Matip over Rodri, to be honest. But that might just be because I'm too pissed off about it. So it might
any
just
others
be
that stand out, even not winners, just any other nominations, any other errors you look at and go, yeah, that was bad.
I'm trying to remember the Villa Leicester game. I'm sure.
I swear, was it Ramsey? Was it Ramsey who got caught?
Deflection,
it might have been.
No, not even the deflection one. Ramsey got caught. Villa got caught playing out from the back. Let us know.
There was something like that. Was it a I think it might be Madison's
goal. Yeah, it was,
goal.
wasn't it? Yeah,
It was Madison's goal was quite bad.
Yeah, Madison literally was a really bad goal.
It was someone. I swear it was Ramsey. Let us know in the chat because that Villa one was good. I might have to watch the highlights again while we're on. But continue, Ahmed. What are you saying? Any others?
I think for me, the third goal that Ruben Neves scored against Liverpool, that was bad, man. Because literally, he literally just essentially jogged his way. He jogged his way through the middle, all the way to the box, and no one even was marking him when he even went into the box.
It was Thiago's fault.
And then just bang, he just passed it to him and he just scored.
And again, I'm a big Thiago fan, but that was his fault as well. So can't defend it.
Any others? Any Andy that stick out for you? Any others we might not have mentioned? Or you're winning out of them?
I would say United, Crystal Palace's goal on Saturday, it was avoidable with the Gea punching, the header, which led to the corner. The corner wasn't cleared. Everybody unmarked, put it right back in, and a great finish. And like you say, De Gea with his punching again. It was an incident where he punched. There was no need to do it. It was just catch. Use these. This is what God give you. Use and catch the ball. But Palace's goal, it was avoidable from a defensive point of view. But the rest of it was brilliant. The defensive performance.
It was. Lewis, any that stand out to you? And the polls in the chat as well, people. So go vote. Most unacceptable error from this weekend's games just gone. What are you saying, Lewis? Any that stand out?
For me, I'm saying Rodri.
Rodri's was bad. Yeah. Rodri's
Yeah,
was bad.
Rodri's one for me. Pissed me off.
I knew you was gonna pick something that affects you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it affects Chelsea or
Football's an
affects
emotional
Arsenal.
game, man.
Yeah, I would expect nothing less from you, family. I would expect nothing less. But yeah, you don't go vote by presuming Rodri is gonna win by a landslide already. 86%. You know what I'm saying? But
I think Matip should be winning this one, but
Mipes was bad. Mipes was bad. I'm not this way. I think Rodri's was well.
Rodri's was just a bad pass. Matip's was two mistakes in one thing. Like.
Yeah, it was two. That is true. I also think Ramsey's was terrible as well.
Yeah,
I think Ramsey's was terrible.
I
He's watching
think
it
those
now.
two are worse than Rodri's, to be honest.
Ramsey's one is bad.
Personally.
I think it was because Rodri's, because it led to a Tottenham win over City, and then it's made a lot of Arsenal fans happy. It's bringing a lot of emotional bias from like Chelsea fans, for example. But
yeah,
for me,
because you want Arsenal to win the league.
Of course,
over
no City United, 100%. I want Arsenal to win the league over United and City. I won't deny that.
Oh yeah, this Ramsey one is bad because man's got it
Chelsea
turned
winning
and got
Champions League in Liverpool.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
That's
me. None of them.
Number 3 on
there we go.
Yeah,
we're getting knocked out by Madrid next round. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I can't wait, man. Watch along for that as well, people. There will be watch alongs for Champions League next week. Why are you laughing at, man? You know what I'm saying? There is watch alongs for the game next week. You know what I'm saying? On the Twitch, people. Champions League watch along. You know, Madrid City. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea Dortmund, City Leipzig. Well, it's probably PSG Bayern plus more. You know what I'm saying? Big up RH is that bonehead Rodri. Big up the panel. Big up my Jamaicans in the chat as well. You lot continue to vote. Yeah, currently.
By the way.
Say again.
It's a nice Jamaican cake.
Yeah, that kid's fire. That kid's very nice, 100%. Very nice kid.
That treats everyone nicely, man. That Nike BS, bro.
Don't worry, man. You lot getting a new sponsor. You might get Nike.
That's number 3. That's the front of the kit.
It's the free.
Nike's another 3 years, mate. We're not leaving that brother anytime soon.
You know what? Sounds like a you problem there, Ahmed. But yeah, Matip at 18%, Rodri 59%, Thiago 6%, Ramsey at 18%. What are you saying, Tazo? Any other ones? Yeah, what's the winner for you and any other ones we might not have mentioned?
The De Gea mistake. This guy he just can't catch crosses, man. Like he has like holes in his hands. I don't know what the issue is with him. Like he's just man. I know, yeah, he's a United legend and all that, but you just can't play in the modern game. You can't collect crosses. You can't command your box. It's De Gea, man. Whatever. It is what
if you're gonna punch, at least punch it a long way.
Yeah, he doesn't even do that right.
Fairy taps.
Wasn't there that one he did against Arsenal as well? Was it where it was the easiest catch ever, but he just punches it and keeps the pressure on you guys? Like
he gives our defense like so much anxiety. Like, every time I watch him on the ball, I'm like, oh my! I was more comfortable with Tom Heaton in the Carabao Cup than De Gea.
Really?
Yes, because I think he was going to someone. De Gea just lofts it. He just looks at the ball. He doesn't look up.
Fairs. And yeah, it wasn't Ramsey. You lot got it wrong. It was Kamara. It wasn't Ramsey, but yeah, Kamara on that, people. But anyways, Rodri's won that. Yeah. Rodri's won that. Clear. You know what I'm saying? You lot continue to get your nominations in and obviously continue to get your winners as well, like from each category. And of course, again, if you super chat, that will be the winner of that category, whether they are in the poll or not. All right, this is going to be interesting. Most under the cosh manager. Again, when we do this, it's from this weekend's games just gone. So it's not the whole season. Literally, this weekend's games just gone. Ahmed, we'll start with you. Most under the cosh managers. Who do you look at? You don't have to pick a winner. You can just name 2 or 3, or you may have more.
My first one, I would argue, is Potter. I think he's under the cosh, I would argue. Not like obviously in terms of like a sackable thing, but I think
from this weekend.
Yeah, first. I think a lot of I feel like there's a lot he's being questioned a lot more. Obviously he's been starting like Mount and Havertz. guys that clearly, he's trying to play them into form. They're not going to go into form, man. And Tuchel tried it; it didn't work. I don't know why Potter thinks he's going to work under himself either. These guys need to hold bench. Luckily, Felix is coming back into the team, and Dacho Fofana in the 15 minutes that he played showed more than enough to be given at least a chance to start the game. I would argue. The reason why I'm not saying Gallagher is because unless Kovacic comes back or someone else comes back, then I'm happy for them to replace him.
It's because you like Gallagher, fam.
No, it's not. It's not. He's shit. I've already maintained that.
Yes,
I want until the guys that are uninjured come back in, then we can just swap him straight away. It's not a problem to me. But I think I actually would argue Klopp is another one.
Klopp? That's a shout. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think for me, I feel like he's lost a dressing room, And a lot of people aren't talking about it, but I think he's lost the Liverpool dressing room. And
I'll get onto that later if you want.
We'll talk about afterwards because I'm sure people will have questions after the show.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
For me, at least for me, I feel like he's lost a dressing room. I don't feel like the players are fighting for him. Maybe like some of the younger players like Bietek. He looks like he's doing himself. Nunes is another one maybe, but like Gakpo, since he's come in, he's looked like a shadow of what he is at PSV, and that's partly because Klopp, I feel like, is not really playing him the way that he should be actually playing him. And I think the last one is going to be Patrick Vieira. He has not won a game in a while. They are actually quite close to the relegation zone.
We can't say Jesse Marsh this time though, because he's sacked in it. So
Palace are calm. They've not won in 5, but they're currently 12th.
Yeah,
but how many points are they from relegation?
They win one. They go above Liverpool.
Yeah,
6 points.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say though is that their running form has not.
With form, that's a shout. No. You're right. You're not wrong in that. Your Vieira's a good shit. That's a decent shout.
Even previously to like the Chelsea loss, they weren't that great even after. So it's not been So they need to start fixing up in it. No, that's
cool. What are you saying, Taza? Under the Kosh managers, anyone else you want to name?
I think Pep Linders. Oh no, sorry, I forgot he didn't manage the club. Jurgen Klopp. Yeah.
No, you mean the physio, man?
I got Potter, I got Klopp, I got Pep, and one more. I'm just looking for one more to start this.
Now put Klopp and Linders in the same thing, man. They're basically the manager,
And the fitness coach. He's another one now, isn't it?
But we're gonna blame the tea lady as well.
Jesus. Yeah.
Now just be Linders,
man. Wrong biscuits at half time.
See them ball boys, not passing the balls quick.
The team's not warming up these days, man. You know what I mean? It's in 14.
What are you lot saying about Eddie Howe?
No.
Nah.
Actually, not for drawing at home to West Ham. That's a poor result, though.
Is he under the Kosh? Not
Since
really.
the managers that have had worse,
he's not under the
very average.
Yeah, true say he's not under the Kosh.
Wait. Who's the Southampton manager?
Nathan Jones.
Yeah,
Nathan Jones. Yeah. That's a good shout. Nathan Jones. Yeah. That's a good shout, Lewis. Nathan Jones.
I've just looked through one.
Is that Peter's guy?
Twitter post. Yeah. All the comments are just saying Jones out. Jones out.
Man.
Jones
out. They're already
Nathan
considering his future. Apparently, like he's done
that
shit, innit? But I saw Peter talking about him on the Q&A yesterday because of all my days I was in tears.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I hate this guy, you know.
I
hate this guy, you know.
Oh, where he said he's having to compromise his principles. That's what he said.
Yo, that was wild.
Did Nathan Jones say he was one of the best performing managers in Europe last season?
Yes.
The shame, bro.
Honestly. No, he was like, he was fooling himself there, bro. I was like, yo, that's a bit too much. Yeah. This is his first Premier League job.
They said Ralph Hasenhüttl for him, Ralph Hasenhüttl.
Jones, yo.
Mad.
What's crazy? He's not like Sean Dyche, for example. Sean Dyche said that when he was at Everton right now and they're like a bit of bad form. I would be like, yeah, you know what? I get that. Sean Dyche, he's got a 9-year proven record of doing what he does. But he can't say that, man. He cannot say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he can't say that. Yeah, you're right.
Yo, so can I give my view on this?
Before one sec. The polls out, people. So we got Graham Potter, Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, and Nathan Jones. It's currently 33% Nathan Jones, and then over 3 are all 22%. Go vote on the poll. This is going to be a good one. Yeah, go on, Ryan.
It's not Potter because Chelsea drew, but the Fulham are actually all right, so I wouldn't even give it Potter for this week. Who else was it? Pep, possibly, but then Tottenham are still like 5th in the league. But for me, it's Norbert and Linders, isn't it? Like, it's just it's them in it because at the end of the day, man, Wolves, man, they barely scored any goals this season. we let in 3, bro.
F
Like, come on,
taxes
man.
and Linders.
We got 3 done. Norbert and Linders, bro. Like, what is wrong with these two? Dumb and Dumber in the dugout, you know. Fucking hell.
You know what? I'm going to make a bold prediction because I'm going to say Sean Dyche is going to do Liverpool next Monday night.
Easily.
I'd agree with you.
Klopp could walk before Real Madrid.
You know, Jan on
I'm not sure if he goes that.
You know,
far.
Jan on Firsthoff, right? The guy that did the Haaland transfers. He's like a big guy in Germany. He said that Klopp could walk at the end of the season, apparently.
Yeah, at the end of the season, I could see it. I don't think he walks
before. If we don't
before.
get taken over, he'll walk at the end of the season.
Yeah, I don't see him walking before the Champions League because that could still be the same. If they manage to get past Madrid, if they get battered by Everton, which I don't think they will, I can see them dropping points though. I can see a 1-11.
Wait, flawless.
Go on.
That P&P Everton midfield against ours. Are you joking?
Yeah.
We ain't winning that game.
Oh, I agree with
Ryan,
you.
Even at Anfield, we ain't winning that game. We're at Anfield. We are not winning.
Did you hear
that
what
game,
Lewis said? You need some minerals in your midfield.
Yeah,
I take Mount right now. Give me Mason Mount right now.
Go on.
I don't want to see.
I think they've got. I think they've got a silky German as well that Lewis would also.
Yeah,
Mason Mount is better.
free, bro.
Mason Mount is better than every midfielder at our. He's clear of every midfielder at our club. That's not
50 million.
He's clear of every other midfielder. Navigator, Harvey Elliott. Harvey fucking Elliott. I can't stand that guy. Jordan Henderson. You know, fucking.
Hey, respect your most successful captain.
Chamberlain. I'd even put Oxlade Chamberlain, just give him a go in midfield. Fucking hell, man. We're in them.
But you are not going to beat Everton. I agree with that.
We're not going to
again,
beat
watching
Everton.
on for that next week Monday as well on the Twitch.
Nana's going to bully our midfield, you know.
That's my guy, man. I'm a big fan of Onana. I've said this. Onana looking at Henderson and Thiago screams miss.
The only reason why we might end up sneaking a draw because like Everton's attack is a bit meaty still, but like. Yeah.
You know what?
That Damari Gray goal going slap. Yeah,
Damari Gray don't even start, bro, for them.
It's one game. It's one game. He's not.
Bro, you overhyped Damari Gray.
He's one game.
Man.
Yes,
the
Jamaican man.
Like 2 times a season, bro.
Yeah, he's Jamaican. So of course I'm gonna back him. Yeah,
he has like 3 good games a season. Like
he's Jamaican. Of course I'm gonna back him. He's biased. Yeah, go on.
He's crap, man.
Biased.
I actually felt sorry for Darwin Núñez on Saturday.
Don't feel sorry for him.
Go on, Andy.
You can't blame him. He took it time, first time, 2 great saves, either half. I really felt sorry for him. And that's the only time I've ever felt sorry for Darwin Núñez. Because, because he absolutely, like you say, on another day, that goes in. Them chances, it's 2-1, it's 2-2. So I think he's going to come good. I really do think he's going to come good, Darwin Núñez. Just going to take time, mate. Just like Chelsea with Gakpo. This season, stay where you are, mate. Mediocrity. Europa League conference, if you can scrape that.
Conference.
Yeah, take conference. Take conference.
Darwin Núñez is so bad. He's made me appreciate Jota. You know how much I used to slander Jota. He's made me like Jota.
Has he made you appreciate Jota more?
I cannot wait until Jota comes back in this team. Like I'm counting down the days. He's back for the next game. Yes, get in Diogo Jota. Like our number 20.
Is Jota really going to move the needle though? Let's be real, guys.
Yeah, because he's better than what they have. Yes,
he's better than what we have.
He's better than what he's their best left winger.
Well, he'll play down the middle, I reckon.
But what I'm saying is, if a team's shit, and they're still, and you just add one good player to a shit team, how much is that going to change?
Nah, but it's Jota and Diaz, isn't it?
It'll make a slight improvement. Yeah. Nah, but Diaz ain't back until like March. So
yeah, Diaz is not back.
Hold that, man. Hold that.
So literally, it's going to be what Gakpo, Salah, and then what Jota.
Jota probably. Which look. Jota is way better than Núñez, so I'll take that.
We'll see what happens.
Boss, I forgot to say to you. What did Mon say yesterday? Whose idea is it to play Salah as a right?
It was Pep Linders. Well, who signed off?
I've said I blame Klopp more than Pep Linders because he's allowed Linders to. But you seen how much of a dumbass.
Yeah, but Linders nearly took you up to a quad last season.
That is also true.
He didn't. Because
Linders
only started to get the influence from when Klopp signed his contract extension, which was in April. And then we started to go downhill after that. So now I ain't giving Linders any credit for that. Fuck him.
So nothing for the 8 months before that?
No, because he didn't have the influence that he has now before that. He only got it when Klopp signed his contract.
So he had no influence before then?
I definitely
he might have, helped.
I think he had like 70%.
He might have helped out with the rondos on the training pitch, but other than that, nah.
Hey, them rondos is important, man. You know what I'm saying?
So what was the change in his responsibilities and what he did before the contract extension to after?
Huh? What did he say?
Yeah.
So what was he doing before the contract extension? What was he doing after the contract extension?
I don't know. Holding Klopp's glasses case for him. I don't know, innit? Something like that, man. Like,
sounds like you lot are just blaming Linders, bro.
Bro, I blame Klopp more than Linders, but that doesn't still mean Linders is still a dumbass, man. Like, get that guy out my club.
I've never seen an assistant manager get this much con.
Bro, the guy has,
it's because he wrote the book. You know what it is? It's because he wrote the book.
Linders dumb quote every 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's because he wrote. It's because he wrote the book and he keeps talking. That's what it is. I don't blame him for like Liverpool's downfall majorly. That's
now you know what?
I don't blame if I ask you guys what the Glaziers did, you'll tell me what the Glaziers did because they're the whole reason for it. Like Linders, I don't know nothing.
No, Linders ain't the biggest problem. He's a problem because Klopp has allowed him to have this much influence on transfers, on the team, etc. Like you're an assistant manager, but then Klopp's allowed him to have this much. Like the Gakpo signing, like that was Linders' idea. Linders was like our transfer strategy used to be, Michael Edwards, director of football, data, and data, all of that stuff. Now it's Klopp and Linders eye test. That's our transfer recruitment now. It's gone from that to Klopp and Linders eye test, and it's been so shit, man. You looked at how bad our summer was, our transfer window.
Sounds like your problem is your infrastructure's gone down.
Yeah, exactly. The infrastructure's gone down, and that's why Michael Edwards left when he did, because he knew this was coming, and that's why Julian Ward got his dream job.
Is that Linders' fault, or is that the fault of whoever's in charge?
But all of them. It's the fault of all of them.
It's because he keeps talking in it. That's what it is, and he's made himself.
It's because he makes dumb quotes. He doesn't stop talking. He gets too much influence, which isn't his fault, to be honest. He's been given the influence.
But I think all assistant managers have influence.
No, but not as much as this guy.
I think all he's done is the Salah touchline winger.
He's done more than that, and his transfers as well. Gakpo was his transfer. He had a big say in the Núñez transfer. They brought in Fabio Carvalho. Carvalho as a 10, but we don't play with the 10.
Is this not Klopp though?
Both of them. It's the pair of them.
So it's like I put him more on Klopp because you can
put
say
him more
no.
on Klopp. I put him more on Klopp, but that doesn't mean I don't like Lind. At least I like Klopp in it because Klopp's actually brought me success. Linders,
you the best.
This is like United with Ollie McKenna last year. Mike Phelan, it's like Ollie just stood there on the touchline. This is what Klopp's doing now. It's like McKenna was running the show and he was getting pelters left, right, and centre. You know what I mean? I'd say with Mike Phelan as well. Then Radley came in. This has got the hallmarks at Liverpool. Klopp's just taking a back seat.
Quick question: do you think Klopp could do a rebuild for you?
You don't. I think he could.
I think if he's given,
I think he deserves. What I will say to that, Ahmed, is I think he deserves a chance to do it. Like people saying he should be sacked. I think he deserves a chance to try and go again because.
But don't you think realistically though?
He deserves that chance.
You deserve a chance to build another one. He's not even been given a chance to go and get 5-6 players and build again.
I think Klopp, if let's say we get taken over and Klopp gets money to spend, I think if the infrastructure becomes right again and he just focuses on the coaching, we get a director of football in who helps to sort out,
as well, man.
like what it was with Edwards before. Then I think possibly he could rebuild another team, but I can't like Klopp's just pissing me off too much. I love Klopp in it, but for what he's done and everything, but he's pissing me off too much this season still.
You got to back your manager, man. You got to back your manager.
Back your manager, man.
Hey, man.
As you said to me earlier, back your manager, innit?
Back your manager. To the end, but in the end, he had to go. He should have gone after Liverpool, but he dragged it on another 3 weeks, and we got embarrassed by City, man.
Yeah, shout out to Watford. They did, what Liverpool and City couldn't. Big up everyone that's still.
Flawless. I've got another reason why. You know why?
Yeah, before you go, 1 second. Get to 70 likes. People are at 59. Let's get up to 70 likes and let's hit subscribe if you're new as well. Our aim is 5,215. Hit that subscribe button, people. I know out of all 70 of you lot locked in right now, everyone here hasn't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Lewis's channel and Andy's channels are both in the title of this video as well. Click the link, opens up a new tab. Go check out Lewis's channel and go check out Andy's channel as well. Go on, Ryan, before we move
why? you know why a lot of our fan base are very criticize Linders a lot as well? It's because they know that if FSG stay at the club, he'll probably be our next manager.
Who?
Linders.
Oh, bring me that. Yeah,
If FSG stay,
bring me
Linders
that.
will be our next manager.
I'm with that. I'm saying yes.
Which
I'm
means-
FSG and I'm Pep Linders.
Which
Yes.
means we might get relegated.
And I'm with that too. Where's
But
the
if we
downside?
get new owners, then Linders has got no chance. So that's why we're desperate for a
Yeah.
takeover.
Where's
as
the
well.
negativity in anything you just said? Pep Linders in,
For
Liverpool
you,
get
innit?
relegated.
It's
Great
the worst
stuff.
nightmare, bro. Like
You have to hold that.
You know, those
You and
away
City
games
can play in the
are expect-
championship together.
The thing
You know
is,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's February right now.
Us and
think at
City
least
and they're
if you-
going for the championship title. They still
man.
beat us, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, you
The
finish
thing is,
second down there. Go on.
we're in February right now. I think at least with United, we know there's like at least one prospective bidder who's already announced himself. There probably might be others. But with Liverpool, bro, I ain't heard nothing, man. I ain't heard anything about new owners. I'm hearing about minority stakes now, which might
Minority
mean that-
stakes is a bunch of PR bullshit, bro. That's James Pearce coming out with his rubbish that he has no credibility at Liverpool. Trust me, bro. Why would they, bro? You've only heard of Jim Ratcliffe because he came out himself and said it, bro. Like that's the only reason why. At the end of the day, like you ain't gonna hear much about a £4 billion takeover. At the end of the day, it's like billions of pounds worth in this. They're gonna and Liverpool keep shit quiet anyway. You
Hey,
see
Ryan,
that with
you're
Brentford.
telling me there's billions of pounds in a £1 billion takeover? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Okay,
But
I'm saying, yeah.
no, but Liverpool keep it quiet with transfers, bro. They kept the Gakpo transfers quiet as hell, and you expect them to reveal stuff about a £4 billion takeover? Nah, man.
Billions
Like,
of
I still
pounds
think
in a
this could
billions
go
of pound
pregnant.
takeover, man. Yeah.
Like
Cool.
I
the
bet
BYO
whoever's watching this City thing now, potential owners will be very wary of fucking buying into Man United, maybe Liverpool, Tottenham, or whoever else is available. People will want you say we can't. Was it what do they call it? Money laundering or washing your money?
Yeah.
Dirty laundry.
The laundry and all that type of stuff. But yeah, under the Koch manager, it's actually fairly close. So we're gonna close out before we get to the last one. So Potter at 24%, Klopp at 32%, Pep at 18%, Nathan Jones
Wait, is
at
Potter winning
26%. Nah, Klopp won. So Potter at 24%, Klopp 32%, Pep 18%, Nathan Jones 26%. So yeah, Klopp won. All right. So yeah, salute to that. Love that, man. At least Liverpool won something this week. There you go, right? There you go.
You have to
man.
be so patronizing sometimes, you know.
So did you not win?
I'm gonna
this
watch
week?
Netflix
You
in a bit. Dances with Wolves is on. It's fucking good.
Next one we'll go to most untouchable manager. Again, people from this weekend's games just gone. Ryan, give us your 2, 3, or maybe more in
This
regards to
one's
managers.
easy,
You
man.
can't say most
It's
untouchable.
Sean Dyche, isn't it? Like,
Sean
let's
Dyche is
be real.
therefore
It's
obvious
obviously Sean Dyche. I think
Nah.
Conte.
Let's go
Do
and
we
then you can
count?
go.
Even though Conte
Graham
wasn't
Potter.
at the game, Conte obviously.
Arteta
Arteta lost, bro.
doesn't matter. He's still untouchable. He's
Yeah,
currently
From
Right.
this
Yeah, but it's
weekend,
just this
done
weekend,
what?
bro.
From this
Just
weekend,
weekend.
fam.
Oh, sorry,
You
sorry,
idiot.
sorry.
This
Oh,
guy,
man.
man, honestly.
Yo.
Oh,
But I
whatever.
think did we count Conte even though he wasn't at the game? Because obviously Conte would have picked the team and stuff, you're guessing. So you kind of
so
got to put
Tyndall,
Conte in there
He
for
watched
beating
it.
City.
He was in hospital and he probably watched it from his bed and give directions, didn't he?
Probably do.
Yeah, exactly. So Conte's got to be in.
Probably Ten Hag as well.
It's Ten Hag, mate.
Brendan
Come
Rodgers
on.
as well.
Rodgers is a shout, actually. Rodgers is that's a very good shout.
Brendan. Even Zerbi beat Bournemouth, man. Bournemouth are meaty, so like.
But
Yeah, I
even
wouldn't say
Forest
so.
manager. Forest is
Forest,
still doing it.
yeah.
Forest
What is-
manager.
That's
Good
a
shout. Steve Cooper.
Yeah.
Cooper's
Good
a
shout.
Yeah, Cooper's definitely a shout. I like
But I'd
Cooper.
say Dyche is comfortably the winner for
So I've
me.
got Sean Dyche, Antonio Conte, Cooper, and Rodgers. What were you saying, Kaza? Who have you got? What are you saying? And
Ten
you let
Hag.
us know as well. You mentioned Ten Hag. Ten Hag's definitely honorable mention. I'm with that. Anyone else?
Pep Linders.
This guy polls out people. Go vote on the poll.
Lopetegui, Wolves manager. I think he's got to be in there.
That's a
as well.
shout. Wolves is a
Forgot
shout.
about that.
Definitely honorable mention. I've already put the poll out, but that is honorable mention.
How
Again,
did you
let us
put
know in
up
the chat.
Conte when he wasn't even there?
Yo, because it's a
Nah,
part
come
of
on,
the
you
team.
have
It's
to. He's
still him.
obviously chosen the team and everything.
Yeah,
This
like, of
guy,
course.
you know.
Of course, the same way we criticize Pep Linders at Liverpool, but we do praise the assistant manager, but we don't know who he is for Spurs. So yeah, it's got to be Conte.
It's
say
Christian
Conte and friends.
something, I think. Was it Christian?
no idea.
I don't even know. I think I
Don't
might
know.
have seen it before the game.
I've seen him on the touchline during the game. Yeah. Full credit to him. He got a result when his boss man's in just had an operation. So fair play to him.
Yeah, you lot go vote. Again, if it's someone on the poll, if there's the option that you want isn't there, people, obviously let us know in the chat as well. And we'll therefore read it out. Man is saying Thomas Frank, also a shout. Of course, if you drop a super chat for it, then that will be the winner of the category as well. But yeah, to me, it's Sean Dyche. I think everyone's looking at Sean Dyche going, getting a win against the league leaders. Arsenal haven't lost in however long. It wasn't. It's not rocket science. Don't let him score in your net and you score in their net. I'm a big fan of Sean Dyche.
That is brilliant. You have to get that on a t-shirt if you win a trophy. It's not rocket science. Just put it in the net.
Just put it in the net.
Flores, last week after he got up, I think it was on the Thursday, I watched Sean Dyche's, on YouTube, his first interview as Everton manager. When I saw him talking about sweat on the shirt and everything like that, I was like, nah, man. Nah, Everton are staying up, to be fair, man. Like, they might even get... He hasn't done the beat test, like... Nah, he ain't messing around still. He ain't messing around.
He's a what's it called? He's a smart manager. Like, people may not like the football, but it's effective. And when you look at that Burnley side, I said this about Burnley, just that midfield alone of Onana,
ran out of steam last year, didn't it? He just ran out of steam. That was it.
And he wasn't even, and the thing is, Burnley never invested in like that.
They never invested because over
investment.
If you watch his podcast, like he did a podcast of like I think High Performance Media or something like that, and he was talking about how he was basically working with scraps when he was at Burnley.
Yeah, we seen the team. We know he was working with scraps. We seen the team. He did the business, and now you actually give him more skill. Like they have players of skills there, like, especially in the midfield. And then McNeil's already there. Tarkowski's there. You've got Cody. You got Coleman. You got hard work. That's what he needs. Hard work. But no, that's what he needs though. In terms of he just needs hard workers. If you just give him honest, solid, hard-working professionals, he'll get the most. Like, that's what they are. That's what Cody and Tarkowski and Coleman are like. He's going to, and then you add that into them having like skillful players like a Onana, like a Decore, like an Idrisio. They'll be fine. He's got McNeil there, who falls into that. A Wolby will just work hard. As Eddie calls them, just tryhards. Once you got some tryhards, that's all you need, and then throw in a little bit of skill. And that's why they beat Arsenal. Like, Coleman's been there. He's
Mikolenko
right back.
The other day.
Mikolenko, because he's the same. I'm saying, honest, work hard. You know what I'm saying, close down the opposition and get it in the mixer.
Does this show how shit Lampard was as well?
Yes, we all know Lampard was shit though.
Yeah,
this
I know.
Is not a surprise,
but this shows it even more how bad he is.
Yeah, like we know this. With Lampard's there, they don't win that game. As soon as Sean Dyche was appointed, Arsenal dropping points.
They get banned.
He pushed them players, didn't he? He ran them. He
ran
them players all week. At Everton, he ran them all week. That's why he got a result. And the players have got to look at themselves as well, because like I say, Lampard's shit, definitely. But the players let Lampard down as well.
Yeah.
So players can always down tools and just, he's on his way out. Look at United last season. So it's like you say. Remember Chelsea a few years ago doing it with Mourinho. So player power can still play a part.
Chelsea, the what's it called of that? They're the epitome of that. They're the perfect example. How many times have you seen their players? Yeah, like your players just down tools on your manager, and managers are gone, and then they get bounced straight away. Look at
like
under Lampard and the
Tuchel. Complain about the mentality of the squad.
That's it.
But again, that can only work if you have like a generational span, bro, and that's what it used to be at Chelsea. Not so much now.
Yeah. I'm glad you got that. I was just about to add
just a quick side note, Flawless. It was just a quick side note. It was good to see. Well, yesterday now, because obviously it's past midnight. That the Gerrard and Lampard debate was finally officially ended. Steven Gerrard, Premier League winner, 2014. That debate's finally ended now. Sorry, Lewis. I'm sorry.
I'm ending this. I'm ending this conversation. Yeah, you lot continue to bump up the likes, people.
You got a COVID league title and one with an asterisk.
Get to 70 likes.
The world ended. Remember that when Liverpool won the league, the world ended. Everything went to shit. So he said, "You're the reason why the world went to shit."
Mm-hmm.
Only joking, but
I'm watching
a video of us lifting the trophy again after this now. I feel like it now.
Yeah,
It's
when it
crazy.
without a crowd, that's got to rattle you, man. No,
But yeah, Sean Dyche won.
A load of fireworks, man. Fucking hell.
Sean Dyche won most untouchable manager, doing the most. We're here every Monday, people. Every Monday night, we're here at 11:30, 11:45. Ahmed, you wanted to speak on it in further. I think, believe Chelsea, Graham Potter. Did you not?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say,
floor's yours.
If I said to you before, Havertz and Mount, and if any of the other midfielders that are good
Gallagher.
of it, if I see them in the starting lineup against West Ham, questions of part are going to be 100% for me now. I'm going to be questioning them now because you can't be doing that, bro. Like after that many weeks, you can't be having the same guys that are letting you down, bro. Havertz is missing chances for fun. Mount is stealing Mudrik's space that he's meant to be working in. I don't know what he's doing half the time. He's had his worst season performance-wise, this season. We shouldn't be. He needs to hold bench. And Gallagher is this Gallagher, you know what I mean? He's a shit. So just let him.
He would have been such a good signing for Everton, Gallagher.
He would have been.
He would have been a good bench option. Yeah, he would have been.
Not even a bench option, fam.
Nah, he don't get in that team.
I think he would.
Ahead of who?
You're probably right. To be fair, you are.
The fact that he turned down the move, I was like, probably a good move because you probably hold him bench over there. Who you playing ahead for? What Sean Dyche wants, he's got that in those three midfielders. Where are you playing?
It's true. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Right, over Onana, like I've said this, I would take Onana.
Or do you start over Decore?
No, I wouldn't start him, and I'm not even a big fan of Decore, but I think Decore is better than Gallagher. All right, let's ask the Chelsea fans: would you lot take Decore over Gallagher? Ahmed.
Yes.
See, there we go, Lewis.
I wouldn't take either personally, but with this one, I'd rather the devil I don't know, so I'll take the Corey.
Decore at his best when he was at before he made the switch from Watford to Everton, he was good, man. I would take.
He was good at
Watford. I'll take Gallagher. Gallagher is good, man.
Wow. Gallagher's a final third player, man. I've already said this before. Gallagher's a final third player.
Hey, yo. Watford give Watford an FA Cup as well, you know, because they
shout out Watford. They deserve it, man.
I mean, that's your guy, you know.
Watford FA Cup.
It is. Well, yeah, I think that's it. I've spoke on that. Lewis, anything else you want to add, fam? Anything you want to get off your chest?
No, Ahmed said it for me. No Bermuda Triangle against West Ham, and we're all good.
And hey, make sure that Alex has got the Chelsea fan TV, his equipment ready. I went looking for your fan cam and wasn't there. I was very disappointed.
Yeah,
as a consumer.
We had some dickheads fuck with our wire, and all the fan cams were fucked up.
Idiots, man, innit? After he had some wireless stuff.
Sophie still do Chelsea TV. Sophie Rose. Does she do? She still do it?
Nah, she's on DR Sports now.
Right.
Robbie.
Right.
Yes. So yeah, man, I was looking forward to the watching your fan cam, and then Timo told me that someone messed with the wire. So I was like, all right, Alex gotta get that wireless, you know what I'm saying? Get the wireless equipment 100% and that. Taz, anything you want to add? I know you never lost for words.
Hey man, all I'm saying is they thought the quad was coming to Liverpool. It's coming to Manchester, baby, and it ain't gonna be in blue. That's all I'm saying.
That's Mertaza speaking, by the way, people, just for clarity.
No.
Mertaza speaking.
You know,
for the greater good.
Bogey name.
It's gonna be a party and a half if it is. I'm telling you.
We if that happens, Andy, we partying for the whole week. You know what I'm saying? No streams, nothing.
Not wait.
What, 2?
Yeah, 2.
Don't worry, bro. I'll be joining in. Arsenal didn't win the league, man.
Yeah, come on down, man. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Yeah,
Chelsea win the Champions League, we win the quad. So I think we can all safely say that'll piss a lot of other teams off.
It would.
Oh, that would be beautiful. So,
hey man, Liverpool's fat. Let me not even get it. Just go.
Yeah, you're a joker. But yeah, Ryan, anything else you want to complain about? I know you got something to whine about. Floor is yours.
FSG out, Linda's out, Klopp out, number of players out.
Klopp out? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. He was the best sliced bread last fucking season.
You know what this is, people. Let this be to everyone who's like, why do you lot treat Ryan the way you do? First time Andy's been on a stream with him and he's got it. You know what I'm saying? It took about an hour and a half, but he's understood it. He's understood why
we were shit. We were everybody's spank bitch last season. Everybody was spanking us and not in a kinky way. And Liverpool were fucking this close, just to missing out on a quad. This close. A League Cup galvanised you to just this. You fell short.
Hey man, in my eyes,
and now where you are now, Jesus Christ! If we win 2 trophies this season and we finish top 3, I'll be more than satisfied. I'll be very proud, very respectful, but I won't go fucking shouting it. We're the greatest team fucking ever. I heard a lot of Liverpool fans last season.
Facts.
I ain't even like.
Come on, man.
Can't
Klopp
even
gave you
defend
moments
Klopp
like
or
that
anything,
trophy parade
man.
last season.
I can't even defend Klopp for it.
And you only won 2 trophies due to penalty shootouts. Remember that?
Yeah, that we
Hey, man,
drew
Mason
0-0
Mount
with
almost
Chelsea
couldn't
twice
play last
parade.
season, man. Shout
Hey
him out.
man, when we win the quad, I'm gonna be out in Manchester singing.
Listen, bro, Lampard for 50 million, bro, and he's yours.
And Surfer, this is it. And it only took Andy less than 2 hours to understand the Ryan problem. Yeah, see, people, this is just again very eye-opening. You know what I'm saying? This is an example of why I'd be talking about. But big up Surfer, large up everyone in the chat. Don't forget, link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. But yeah, Ryan, anything you want to moan about outside the club? You know what I'm saying?
Linders.
All right, the floor's yours before we close out. You can get it off your chest. This is a safe space.
I ain't even got the energy to diss him now. I just don't like him, innit?
Right,
More,
first.
but like Sam said, more books than away Premier League wins this season. They released Linda's book, Henderson book. There was another book. Who made the other book?
Henderson, Robertson.
Nah, Robertson's was in this season, I think.
Was it? No, that's what Sam said.
When's the movie come out with the narrator for Morgan Freeman? When's that come out? I'm Morgan Freeman. This is Liverpool FC.
FC. Yeah, this would be great.
I'm honestly trying to remember who this other book was from.
Actually, Ryan, I got a question. Seeing as you're Klopp out, what does he have to do to turn it around for you?
He ain't doing anything this season. He needs to be more tactically flexible, actually stop being stubborn and persisting with this 4-3-3 when it's quite clear that we don't have the personnel to play that formation anymore. Recruitment has to be better. The infrastructure has to be better, which is down to him as well, because he's the one in control of a lot of these over transfer decisions now. He needs to relinquish that kind of control now. And just has to get us back up there challenging, man. That's all it is, man. But I'm not sure if he can. That's the thing. I think his style of football as well is too intense. I don't think his style of football is.
I'm going to listen to this again before I go to bed. That rant from yesterday.
You talk about Hassam. Oh yeah. I think there's an extended one because that one's a minute and a half. I'll send you the longer one. It's like 2 minutes.
Oh,
20.
please,
big up
man,
Hassam.
please,
Yeah. I'll send it through to you for those that haven't heard it.
Bluetooth
Just go listen to it.
Send me to sleep very after.
Yeah. I'll send it through to you. Hilarious. Shout out Hassam. And Surfer says I'm Morgan Freeman and you'll never win again. Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so. The Liverpool demise continues. They're 10th. They're closer to the relegation zone than they are being in the first place, and it's wonderful. Long may it continue.
I'm still trying to remember who wrote
Pep
this. Oh, no. It was the goalkeeping coach. It was the
goalkeeping coach was writing books.
Yeah. But he actually kind of does his job because Alisson and Keller are good in it, so I don't even put it on him, to be honest.
Fucking hell, you're going to have the mascots writing books.
Hey, man, even the chat have had enough of him. Look at that. Ryan out.
Three books, you know.
Books next. Fucking hell.
More books than away Premier League wins. It's embarrassing. But I don't blame the goalkeeping coach because he actually does his job in it.
Yeah, so that's all right then. So you don't have no issue with
our goalkeeper situation.
You have no issue. You have no issue with the books as long as the players are being successful on the pitch.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. So you never know, you might turn it around this season.
Times, like.
All right, what if Klopp? I'm not saying this is going to happen. I don't think it is. What if Klopp wins the Champions League this season? Would you then turn back into Klopp in?
Absolutely.
All right, first.
Absolutely.
No,
yeah,
100%. I thought he was gonna be stubborn. That's a fair point.
No, not that. But if he wins the Champions League,
so you'd be Klopp in, Klopp out, and Klopp in within the space of a season.
Yeah, it's writing for you, man.
But is he going to win the Champions League? No, because we're not.
I said that. I agree with you. I just said that.
As long as he doesn't get relegated, as long as he doesn't get us relegated at the same time, if he wins the Champions League, yeah, Klopp in 100% all the way.
Ah, that's fair. Nah, that changes it around. If a manager wins the Champions League, I'm that manager in. Yes. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
The movement in the squad is just like United last season. It's like, have they come out and apologised? Any of the Liverpool players? This is
Robertson does it after every game, but I don't even want him to be honest, because
you're
you know what the best apology. You know what the best apology is? Winning games. To me, that's
Exactly.
the best apology for me. Just win the
We were at
game.
the point last season. We didn't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
We didn't give a fuck about the apologies last season.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I was
Because
tired of him, man.
it was
Like,
on
perform on the
Twitter,
pitch.
Twitter, Instagram. You were seeing those like massive messages of apologies from likes of Rash. Was Bruno doing it as well? Maybe I'm not sure.
Do you know what? Too many. Just perform on the pitch.
Yeah.
Bruno skied the penalty against Aston Villa, and everybody was liking it. And you thinking he shot the president the way he missed it. Harry Maguire coming out. We go again. Even Rashford, we go again. Oh, fuck off, man. Go feed the kids. That's it. Got to a point there. Go fucking feed the kids. Last season, it was after Aston Villa or something like that.
Yeah,
that's how bad it was, and that's what it's like for Liverpool now.
Yeah,
and you know
didn't happen as much.
Long may it continue at Anfield, man. Love it. Love to see it, man. It's great, man. Come and gone. Eras come to an end. Show's over.
You're speaking that I need to go.
There's also one season one that's in it as well, flawless. You know,
big up.
Bless up, Ryan. Yeah, I'll catch up with you shortly. Yeah, all right, bless up. And big up, bless up, and big up to Josh. Says, haha, you have to love it, flawless. I'm Klopp out if we lose and in if we win. LOL sounds like good logic. Josh, you've been here often enough. You know what Ryan's like. That's why I just asked him to see what he said. But Andy, great having you on as always. Anything you want to add before we close out?
I just want to say subscribe to Flawless's channel, Sarcasm City. He's on the up, man. Keep subscribing. Get up to 6,000. He's a brilliant guy. Like I say, we've only met a couple of months ago, but it's absolutely it's good. It's brilliant. I don't make no money on this. I just do this for the love of football. Keeps my mind clear. Keeps me occupied, because sometimes when you on your days off you get bored. You've got to keep going, and it's helpful for the mind and the body and the soul. So just subscribe to Sarcasm City, keep the likes up, and it's the 6K.
Yeah, man, love for that, Andy. Appreciate it. And you can catch myself and Andy every Sunday on Saeed's channel, the Unfiltered Podcast, MUFC. Always great. Big up to Double A. Both Andy and Double A was on earlier on Man United, so we're discussing all things Manchester United as well. Lewis, let them know what you got coming up tomorrow. Or today, technically now.
Some transfer live stream or some sort of stream. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But we'll be live tomorrow. So yeah, lock in, like, subscribe, all of that. Check out everyone's socials. Up the fucking Chelsea.
Yes. And what time you live from tomorrow? Like 2, 3, half 2, 3?
Yeah, probably free. Probably free.
All right, so you lot should all be subscribed to Lewis's channel as well. Both Lewis and Andy's channels are in the title. We're back today. Man United podcast, 4:30 p.m. So I'll be there. Taza will be joining me talking all things Manchester United and all this Liverpool talk. The Manchester United Liverpool show is back. So myself and Saint, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to see some Liverpool tears, Saint will be talking all things Liverpool. I'm sure you lot have many questions for Saint as well. That'll be 11:30 p.m. Here on the YouTube channel. All the shows I mentioned are all on the upcoming live stream schedule. So let you know all the shows that are coming up all the way up until Sunday. But like I said, 4:30 p.m. Manchester United show, and then 11:30 p.m. Manchester United and Liverpool show with myself and Saint. Man United meets the analysis at Anfield. But yeah, doing the most. This show will be back next week. And just love to everyone who continues to support, man. Much appreciated.
Wait, I gotta say something.
Yeah, go on.
Before we end the stream.
Yeah.
We've seen it all. We won the lot. We're Man United and we're never gonna stop.
Ole, 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 ole.
We've seen it all. We've won the lot. We're Man United and we're never gonna stop.
This is what it feels like to be on the other side of it.
Now you don't lose.
United
for
me with a knick-knack, right? I give it a why don't City fuck off home? Fuck you, City. Now you're going home, back where you belong. League 2. Fuck you.
Big up for everybody who's tuned.